Hello, people of the internet watching videos on the internet. Welcome to this. A 24 valve common rail 5.9 Cummins diesel and a 2005 Ford F350 Super Duty that's stuck on a little metal cart for now. If you're new and you'd like to get caught up on the last video where I worked on this engine, up above my head is an airplane flying above the building, and also possibly the last video that will get you caught up. Ready, set, work. In case you're not quite up to speed with what's going on with this engine, if you recall about a year back when I took my Audi Quattro up to Vegas to be in Ken Block's last Electricana, I used a 2005 Ram 2500 to tow the truck and trailer up there. Well, this is the engine out of that truck. So the maintenance history of this engine is known, it was well taken care of, and it just needs some cosmetic refreshing because it's, well, ugly. Now that I got the glow plug harnesses removed from this valve cover bed plate, I guess you could call it, it's time to strip it. Whoever painted this thing before did a terrible job. They didn't even mask anything off. They literally sprayed over the harnesses and everything. I put all this effort into the truck, so obviously you gotta make the engine look good too. This stuff is absolutely nasty, but it works. Why is it so dark? For any of you that have ever used aircraft paint stripper before, you know this stuff burns like hell if you breathe it in. I'm actually pretty sure that if you breathe enough of it, your nose hairs will spontaneously combust into flames, which will then subsequently cook your brain like a hamburger patty, because brains do look a little bit like hamburger. I don't think they taste the same. I would say that worked pretty damn good. Downside is though, the aluminum doesn't exactly look very pretty if I were to just leave that raw. I'm gonna try some 100 to 170 grit glass beads and see how this works. Don't mind the fact that my shop's a mess. Valve cover in here. The last time I used my homemade vapor blast cabinet, it did a fairly okay job. It's not really doing anything. But since then, things have started to go downhill, and I'm pretty sure it needs a new slurry pump. This is not working at all. You get what you pay for. I even tried switching out to a coarser grit and it had no effect on it whatsoever. I will say, had I spent the money and bought a high-end wet blast cabinet, it probably would have worked a lot better. I spend more time fixing that thing than I actually do using it. I initially wanted to wet blast all this and then do a nice clear coat on it, but my machine sucks and I can't afford one of the expensive professional ones, so typically I wouldn't recommend using a wire wheel on something like this, but since I'm going to be burying it in paint, it doesn't matter. I need a parts washer also. I need a lot of shop equipment. To be fair, I don't really have room in here for a parts washer right now. Hey, made a mess on my floor. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. This is gonna suck. Oh, I can use the hammer method, I bet. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to wrap a ladder for a Christmas present? Welcome to Sarah's paint booth. The great outdoors. It's so quiet out, you could hear a snail fart. This is a serious question. Is it physically possible for a snail to fart? And now that I brought it up, you're probably wondering also. The world needs to know, can snails fart? Welcome to the following day. I have the rest of the parts that I needed for the cab, so these are all genuine OEM new old stock parts. Sweet. You have no idea how difficult it was to find this. Quite literally the last one in stock in the country that I could find. And nobody reproduces these for the standard cab pickups. This is gonna make a massive difference on this truck because all the weather stripping was destroyed on it when I bought it. It's so crazy, this literally has no A-pillar. You got the weather stripping for the glass, then you got this roof weather stripping, and then you got the door weather stripping down here. It's just all rubber. So if this gets all deteriorated, you're gonna have a ton of wind noise coming into the cab, which this one did. Also, brand new in the box. Well, it's not in a box, but I got a set of these guys. Brand new, genuine Ford fender badges. I also have a brand new set of Power Stroke ones, but I don't think I need these, so XL Super Duty. There's a little prep. Stick it. Literally all over the place in this video. First I start working on the Cummins, now I'm doing weather stripping, then putting emblems on. and then press. If that's not satisfying, I don't know what is. I totally forgot about this last video. Can't have nasty looking faded wiper arms. Freshly epoxied arms and new blades. All right, so this goes, this is a brand new window. I gotta be careful I don't scratch it. That sucks. I didn't even need to re-weld that thing. That comes out. Difficulting, difficulting. This is not easy. I'm trying to do this without any tech data. Alright, so that works. Sometimes doing stuff without tech data is more fun because it's like a puzzle and it challenges your brain. Now I gotta raise the glass up. Now I just gotta get on this thing. This is the hard part, I'm trying to get this thing to line up. But I gotta, there we go. I got it lined up. That was pain. Come on. Yeah, got it. Got it. I'm not apologizing for this. Whilst I'm at it, I'm gonna put some new speakers in the door of the truck. I don't know if I can actually use these little foam guys. I think it's gonna interfere with the glass. If I slice the fedora somewhere up in here, that was a bad joke. If these things don't work, I literally don't care because they were free. That fits way, way, way better. It's like perfect for the hole. Never mind. My bathtub for an underprivileged squirrel is not working very well. Not really sure how I'm gonna spread that out like that. Force that into there. Force. These things are crap. I'm not using that. That's just ratchet. No, this is not a giant cigarette lighter. It's foam. It looked like it on camera though, didn't it? Sweet. This is gonna be the best sounding AM FM radio ever. Back to work on the Cummins. Now this stuff is dry. Just when you think you know what I'm gonna be working on next in this video. Sweet. That's the next day. In the last video I told you guys I would do a video on either my MR2 or the Forester soon. And I got a couple comments, people didn't even know I had an MR2. So that means that I haven't done anything with this car in a while and I need to. So as I promised, there will be something coming on the MR2 soon. But I must get back to work on this truck because it's time to get it out of here. So I'm not doing the final reassembly of this engine. This surface is clean. Brand new gasket for it. My mission objective was just merely to clean this engine up and make it look good so it wouldn't get stabbed into that truck looking all nasty like it was. So in the last video I said that the wildcard option would be to do the marine valve cover for this engine, which has Cummins engraved, like embossed in it, and it does not have the breather on the top. Problem is that's discontinued at manufacturer level and it's between $700 to $900 online. So that's for a cosmetic thing, not budget friendly. Oh man, this didn't come with the grommets for the bolts. This thing being a particular individual right now. There we go. The one random spring that these things have underneath. It's weird. Wait, shapes, okay. I actually am liking this more than I thought I would, being all the same color. It just looks clean and understated. It'll have little things to break it up, like the intake horn and the turbo are silver, so it's not all the same color. Aside from doing the valve cover raw, a lot of you had suggested that I keep it Cummins red. However, it's the opposite generally. You'll have a Cummins red block with a black valve cover on the newer industrial engines. The ECU mount bracket just miraculously looks brand new again. Wonder how that happened. So I decided to go with all titanium black, which was the factory color used on these 24 valve ISB engines in the road going vehicles. ECU going on this bracket right here. Anyone that's ever owned or driven one of these old Super Duties knows how bad the schmoo gets on these oh shit handles. Ow, I stabbed my belly button. Bloody belly button. That sounds like a failed song by Queen. I'm gonna sec when I just smashed the brand new windshield. You're probably staring at that sun visor on the dashboard and wondering why I'm not installing it. This disgusting thing goes here. Obviously, because I'm not a savage, I'm gonna clean it. That looks like a hole for a plug. Hopefully these Christmas trees got enough life left in them. Treat it with some rubber protectant. As I was editing this video, I found the 2 screws for that visor. But it's too late to put it in the video, so don't worry, it'll get installed. Plug. So pretty much the last thing I gotta do before this truck is out of my possession is route the engine harness to where it goes, because all this stuff, regardless of the fact it's getting a Cummins, is still going to be utilized in its original position. Oh, this harness was so disgusting. So that goes like that. That one right there. It's kind of idiot proof where the harness goes throughout the engine bay, because there's holes all over the place for the little plastic Christmas trees, and it just kind of, it flows. I don't need this held up anymore. Of course it's not that size. Of course it's 11 millimeter because Ford does weird shit like that. I'm gonna wrap this guy up in some Tessa tape. The frame is on its way over here right now, and it's huge, and I gotta make room in the shop for it and all these vehicles. The following day, I got Charlie here to help out, and we're gonna get this stuff all onto the frame. Is this your kit?
These are the goodies. This is the engine mount set.
These have to go on before the bumper. Perfect. Keep going. Keep going. There you go. Going up. Ah, perfect. So if you recall the video where I pulled all this stuff to do the paint job, there was a massive hole in the side of the transmission from either the dual mass flywheel coming apart or probably that. Luckily I was able to find a mint condition ZF6 front casing for this thing. So the transmission's gotta come out. Gee, those are tight. Oh geez. So all this has to come apart so it can go. To save on time so I can get back to work on the Celica, the transmission for this, as well as the W58 for the Celica, is going to go to a local transmission shop that's named after a barbecue place to go completely through it and replace any seals, synchros, whatever. In addition to that, both front and rear drive shafts need to get shortened and lengthened by about 1 inch, which is a huge bonus because that means I don't have to try to clean this disgusting thing. This transmission crossmember bushing is blown out like a hotel mattress.
That sucks because it's brand new.
Oh really? I really don't want to die today. Alright, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, bye-bye. Really don't want this to break, so I'm going to soak it in interior detail spray. Get the plastic a little bit softer. Aha. There we go. I love the smell of this stuff. It smells really good. That's off. This brand new engine crane from, I'm not going to put them on blast, but there's a label on it. Literally brand new. The seals are already bad in it. It leaks down just as fast as you can pump it up. So I gotta rebuild it. That line was as dry as a popcorn fart. I don't know why popcorn would make you fart.
Not in stock form.
Oh. Alright, there you go. The truck's rolling. My butt's moving. It's very tail heavy.
Yeah, but it's going up.
Hey, there's the PTO. It's red. That was lucky placement of the camera tripod. So as far as the front bumper goes on this thing, it's not going to retain the factory bumper. Old truck number 330. This has to get incorporated somehow into this truck when it's done.
I want to put stickers on the new front bumper in the same spot that say 330.
Really?
Yeah, like, I don't know.
I'm of the firm believer that inanimate objects have souls. And this truck that's its uniform. It's its badge of honor. Go your way, I'm gonna put it against the wall. Rainbow gold. This is the most like blue zinc, but it's like gold. It's like rainbow zinc. And the gloss black motor mount goes well with the contrast of the black oil pan that I did. Whilst I was fiddle fucking with that, Charlie already got the ones on the frame, so it all bolt together. It's like it came from the factory like this. This is way easier if 2 people working on this thing today, so for obvious reasons, I needed Charlie here to get this done in time. Am I gonna hit that ratchet strap with this thing? Up above.
Ratchet?
Up above. A little bit more and it'll clear the anti-sway bar.
Yeah, right.
So problem. That's crazy. So it literally just uses the engine. Like everything else is all Ford for it.
Yeah, it uses the Ford fan, the Ford power steering reservoir, Ford alternator.
Okay, the bracket probably has come off too, I bet. This bracket looks like a cell phone holder. What is that? Does it cap it off or does it get utilized?
No, it has a little hose barb on it so that you can hook up the factory power steering reservoir.
Oh, okay. Is that better? Oh, it's heavy. It's sinking the whole frame.
Uh-huh.
Still sinking the frame. There we go.
Okay.
So this was a kit to be able to fit the Cummins into the F350. I'm not saying who it's made because I had to pay out of pocket for it. None of the stuff was sponsored and I'm slowly going broke. But I will say that the people that did make this kit, it's top notch. It actually is really worth the money. So there it is. Cummins mounted into the F350 frame. Fits nicely. So the turbo can't stay where it is right now because it won't clear the HVAC box in the F350. So it needs to get moved down here. This part's gonna suck. Oh, this does the gaskets. It's got individual gaskets. Whilst I have a second human being here, it would only make sense to have some help taking this turbo off the side of the engine. It's like tinfoil, but sticky. Best shop equipment to have ever. We'll have to use the jack on the back.
Oh yeah, and probably the front when we get there.
Ready? I just put my foot under the tire, that was smart. The Super Yeti is about to become a truck again. Okay?
Oh yeah. I'm good over here.
Okay.
Alright, more.
Okay, load it back with the hair. Okay.
Alright, stop.
Dude, there's so much room. I mean, obviously,
It's got to get scooted back quite a bit.
the manifold's not on, but
Yeah, but the engine's got to go that way, like quite a distance.
no, but we can do that right now, real quick. Just move it back.
If you want.
The way they designed the engine mounts for this kit, it gives a bunch of movement front to back, so you can adjust it exactly how you need it, and also helps with installation.
Yeah, this uses the factory Ford radiator and the factory 6-liter fan shroud.
And it clears the back of the firewall still.
Yeah, no firewall mods. I'm just strapping it down. I got one in the rear on the lifting hook and one in the front, and I'm winching it down to the frame so it can't flop around while we're transporting it.
Well, it's a cab, a chassis with an engine in it now, and obviously this project's not done. You will see it again here shortly, but I gotta get back to work on the Celica because the engine should be back hopefully within the week. Since the truck is going back to Charlie, he's gonna knock out the fabrication on the utility bed and make it how he wants it since it is his truck after all. So with that said, I gotta get to work editing this video, which means I'm probably not even gonna sleep tonight because I gotta get up early tomorrow morning and start working on an MR2 video for you guys and then prep the shop for a car review the next day. So I'll see you guys soon with another video. Bye!